Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we went through Mumbo's Labyrinth minigame maze in the gaming district. And today guys, I think we're going to do something totally different. I know we haven't made a farm in quite some time, so I think that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start a brand new farm. So we've made a lot of farms this season so far. We got an iron farm, a gold farm, a witch farm, melon and pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, sugarcane, mushroom blocks, wool. Yeah, I'm probably missing a few. Guardian. What other farms do we have? I'm trying to think. Oh, charge creeper, squid, creeper, regular creeper. Both the regular and charge creeper farms. That's awesome. But yeah, today we're going to build a slime farm, or at least start to build the slime farm. And so, I think I have, let me just double check. I may have put it somewhere. Do I have my beacon in here? No. Where is the beacon at? That is a good question. Where did I put my beacon? I don't even remember where I put it. Oh, no, I do. It's in the end. I had to go to the end to mine out a bunch of end stone for the end portal project in here, which you're going to see in just a second here. Let me just make my way down here. So we got to go to the end to retrieve our beacon, which I actually left there. Do I have ender pearls as well? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Sweet. Alright, so let's just make our way through here and then over and into the end to retrieve our beacon, which I think is out in that portal right there, I'm pretty certain. I could also use an ender chest, and I could also use a silk touch pick. So yeah, we definitely need quite a number of things here. Let me get some pearls out here so we can travel over this way. Yep, found it right here, guys. So I'm taking it down right now. I got the beacon in my inventory. Just taking all these down. I also need to craft up a new silk touch pick because all these are fortune picks. And they're not really suitable for mining out ender chests. So I have to leave that ender chest here, basically. I might just mine it just for the obsidian, but we need a new maximum level silk touch pick. So maybe we do that first. Get a new silk touch pick, and actually maybe a couple of different picks, because this project, the slime farm project, is going to require quite a lot of digging, because we're going to have multiple slime chunks that are all going to be producing slimes at the same time with this farm. So let me go ahead and I will finish clearing this up, and then we'll head back to the trading hall to get ourselves some new picks. Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm going to go ahead and put my beacon and my iron blocks into the utility box. This is where I keep most of my useful stuff. I put that right in there, and I did go ahead and mine out the ender chest for obsidian. And then we're just going to go ahead and make another one here. So let's just go ahead and do this. There we go. New ender chest. But we need some new picks. So I'm going to grab some silk touch books here. I'm just going to grab one silk touch book. And we're also going to grab our emerald trading box right here, which has all the useful stuff for trading. We're going to head on out to get ourselves some new picks. And I think this also has books in here. Let's just double check. Yeah, it has books in there. Very good. Okay, that's all we need. We're going to trade for some improved picks. Right out here. There we go. Perfect. And we'll just fly right on over. Here we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. I think this guy, Unbreaking 3, Diamond 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3, Diamond pick. This guy, Silk Touch. Okay, so that guy already has Silk Touch pickaxe. So we don't really even need the book. This guy has Mending. Okay, so let's make ourselves some Efficiency 5 picks. I'm just going to turn down the music for a moment so that the villagers aren't super annoying. There we go. Let's get ourselves some emeralds out of here. And let's just do that. So let's get a few of these picks here from this guy. So let's do one. Oh, that's it? That's all he's selling me? Come on, guy. Ah, what? Cheap. Cheap. That's bogus. Alright, let me see if I have some other stuff in here that he might want. Some iron. What is he? A blacksmith, so he wants coal. I'll buy some of your junk shovels, I guess. See if that helps him reset. Yeah, he reset. We got him now, guys. We got him now. There we go. That should be good. Let's see if we can get a few more. There we go. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So there we go. And then we just come on over here and combine these to get efficiency 4. Combine this. Efficiency 4. Combine this. Efficiency 5. Let's grab ourselves a mending book from this guy. And so he needs... I think we need the actual book as well. There we go. Right, mending. So let's grab him from this dude. Still the cheapest mending guy I have right here, which is 22. Yeah, 22 for 1. And he wants something else, of course. Always wants something else. Let's just get some bookshelves. There we go. Still no reset. He's driving a hard bargain here. Glass. Glass should actually be the first one you do all the time, but I got enough emeralds that it doesn't really matter. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and then we just get a bunch of mending books. Or let's just get one this time around. There we go. Hop on over here. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 5, mending. And let's just make this one the Silk Touch one. You know what? Let's make another one the Silk Touch one. Let's just combine these then. Combine this. And then make this one happen, but we're out of XP. So, yeah. Got to get a little bit more XP, but we can combine those, and then we can also buy ourselves a Silk Touch pick to combine this with. So let's just do that real quick. Silk Touch for 13. Not too shabby. There we go. Alright, and now let's go out to back to the end, get some XP, and let's combine the rest of these to make max level picks like this one. So guys, we now have all the new picks ready, and yeah, of course they have maximum level enchantments, as well as this one with Silk Touch, which has max level enchantments plus Silk Touch. The reason we needed to get those picks is because we actually want to do a lot of digging today for the slime farm we're going to make. And we're also going to make the slime farm in a very specific location out here. In fact, let me pull up my F3 screen. We're looking for the chunk that is minus 255 in the Z, and then 98 in the X. So this way about 20 or 25 chunks. And so the location we're going to put our slime farm is actually right about here or so. So right down here, right in this specific chunk, is where it's going to be. And also in this chunk here. And the reason why I've chosen this spot is because this is actually a fairly rare configuration of slime chunks. Let me just quickly jump to Mine Atlas real quick, which is a Minecraft mapping program, and show you why I've picked this. So guys, welcome to a third-party Minecraft mapping program. This is called Mine Atlas. And you'll see it says it's an unofficial Minecraft 1.8 seed map. However, this also works in 1.12 because the generation hasn't changed. And this is the seed for Hermitcraft Season 5 world right here. And so you might notice this map is the same as the big map we have in our base. And this is our Mushroom Island right up here. So let's go ahead and zoom into this Mushroom Island. So here's our Mushroom Island this season on Season 5 of Hermitcraft. And I wanted to make a slime farm around here somewhere nearby our base, and I turned on this slime chunks bit right here, this whole thing, to detect where the slime chunks are, because unfortunately there's not really a way to detect slime chunks very easily in the vanilla game. Like, the only way you can really do it is just dig out a huge area and then see, like, physically mark where you see slimes actually spawn at, which is super time consuming, and I don't know anybody that does it that way. I wish there was some vanilla way to do it. Like maybe you could put a small slime, like gather a small slime into a bucket, and it would like wiggle whenever you're in a slime chunk. That would be an awesome way to do it. Or maybe, you know, occasionally stone in caves that are in slime chunks would drip down slime from the stone, so you could tell where the slime chunk is. That would be an awesome mechanic. But there's no way to tell in the vanilla game where the slime chunks are, so I got to use this program. So, anyway, I turned on the slime chunks, and I saw right here there were 4 slime chunks surrounding a central chunk. Because I knew I wanted to make a slime farm that basically I could funnel slimes from multiple chunks into one location. And so this configuration here with this plus shape is sort of the ideal configuration. However, problem is, let me turn on the ocean monuments. Our ocean monument is actually right there. And actually the slime chunks that are closest, this configuration that's closest to our island, actually overlaps where our guardian farm is. Because the guardian farm takes up like this region right here, this whole like rectangle right here. So that was out, and also I didn't want to build it on our island because I wanted to make sure the slime farm was efficient. And to make a slime farm efficient, you have to basically dig out all the blocks above the slime chunk, which would mean I have to dig out like a whole area down to bedrock, which I didn't really want to do on the actual island. So then I was looking for some other areas to potentially put the slime farm, and I went to the west over this way and found a configuration that looked pretty awesome. And that configuration is right here. So this is where we're going to build our slime farm right here. So we have a plus shape of slime chunks where, yeah, the 4 chunks immediately surrounding a central chunk are all slime chunks, plus the chunk itself happens to be a slime chunk as well. So we actually have 5 chunks right here, all connected in a plus shape. That is sort of like the ideal place to put a slime farm. And you can see this is a pretty rare configuration. There's not a whole lot of these plus signs of slime chunks around here. So I figured that is, you can see, yeah, there's not really too many out here in any other place. So I figured that this area here is the best to put the slime farm in, because yeah, this configuration is pretty unique. So that's why I chose to put it here. So let's go ahead and get back into the vanilla game. So that is the reason why I chose this area to put our slime farm in. It's going to allow us to make a really cool slime farm, like in a plus shape, and then we can maybe collect the slimes in a central location. So the actual chunk that we're going to put it in, let me see if I can get this up, F3 plus G to pull up chunk borders, which for some reason, I'm not exactly sure why, but for some reason they include this in the vanilla game and allow you to do this. But let me see if this is the right chunk here. Yeah, 98 minus 255. So this chunk is the slime chunk, the central slime chunk. And then we have a slime chunk to the north, slime chunk to the east, to the south, and to the west. So what I think I'll do now is I want to outline the slime chunks with sand. So make like an outline of each chunk. And then we're going to essentially remove all the water and start to dig out this whole area here. So let me go get some blocks. I'll get some sand blocks to do this. And let's go ahead and begin. So guys, while we're building up the slime farm perimeter and also cordoning off the water so we can drain it, we are going to do a little quick Q&A session from some questions that I received on Twitter recently. And you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/cupfan135. And maybe in a future Q&A, you can have one of your questions answered. So let's go ahead and get right into the questions now. And I'm just going to go straight up in order and try and answer as many as possible. So first question is from Ramuko. Do you enjoy tabletop games? If so, which are your favorite and why is it Dungeons & Dragons? I do enjoy tabletop games. My favorite probably is Monopoly. I'm a Monopoly guy. Next question, Howard Maxwell. Will you start all future Hermitcraft videos with Honky Tonk Piano as per the latest recap? If it's not clearly implied, I hope the answer is yes. Probably not, but just for you, Howard, let's cut back in real quick. Let's do a little Honky Tonk Piano. I call this one Howard's Tune. So there you go, man. Honky Tonk Piano just for you. Perfect. Next question. Will you ever build an official ship for the Convex or like something to commemorate the Convex in one way or another? We do have the Convex HQ, so that's probably the thing that commemorates the Convex. The HQ, the headquarters of the Convex. As far as building an official ship for the Convex, might want to check in next episode. Next question. Make more time lapses in your videos. You're in one right now, man. You're literally in the time lapse right now. So checked off the list, I guess. Next up, Lena asks, what's the craziest thing you've ever done, and what's the stupidest thing? I synthesized a shock-sensitive explosive. That's simultaneously both the craziest thing and stupidest thing I've ever done. Yeah, it's not that easy to do, but you can do it, and I did it, and it's probably not something I would want to do again. I would mention the name of it, but it probably would not go well, and also I don't want people making it themselves because it is super dangerous. But yeah, that's probably the craziest and stupidest thing. What's your favorite thing you ever built in Minecraft? A lot of really cool stuff. I really like the arena I built in my Let's Play world, as well as the real-time card tracker. I still to this day have not seen anybody build anything before or since like the real-time card tracker I built. I also like the Cub Hub this season. I like the Obsidian. The Volcano Biome last season was awesome. That's one of my favorite builds. 5K Club was awesome last season as well. That was a crazy build. So yeah, a lot of favorite things, both from Hermitcraft and from my single-player world. Next question, which of the 4 mobs do you like best? One of the 3 if the 4th one isn't out yet. So the 4 mobs that I think Daniel's referring to is that the mobs at Minecon Earth, there are 4 potential mobs that may be added to the game based upon viewer votes, and only one of those will make it into the game, the other 3 will be discarded. By the way, Minecon Earth is going to be this Saturday if you don't know, and it's going to be live streamed for about 2 hours starting at 11 o'clock Central US time. So yeah, get ready for that. And of the 4 mobs, actually the 3 mobs that they've revealed information for so far, I really like Mob A, the Monster of the Ocean Depths, the best because it fills that gap in the ocean mobs where under level 46 no mobs can spawn. So having like a sea creature, a giant hostile sea creature that roams the ocean floor and can pull the player down and drown the player with the big tentacle and also propels itself with the mouth forward, I think that's the one to go for. I also do like Mob B, which is the Night Sky mob, the big manta ray mob. I like that one a lot. I also like that one discourages AFKing in the open air, and also that it hunts players that haven't slept in a while. It's a really cool feature. I'm not a big fan of Mob C, the Great Hunger. It seems a little bit out of place to me, so I'm not a big fan of that one. But A and B, with A taking the priority. That's what I'm feeling right now. Next question, Paranor. What geological feature anywhere on or in the world have you not visited and desire most to? That's a good question. I've been to a lot of really cool places. I've been to like Zion National Park. I've been to the Grand Canyon. I've been to Arches National Park. I've been to Canyonlands. I've been to a lot of really cool places. I would say probably the Swiss Alps, just because they're really famous and they're really incredibly beautiful. And yeah, I'd like to visit there and do some hiking there and stuff like that. So I'm going to say the Swiss Alps. Also Antarctica would be an amazing spot to go to because it's like nowhere else on the globe. Next question from Djalil, I'm sorry. What is the best way to learn redstone? Because I'm struggling and I love your videos. Djalil from Algeria. Best way to learn redstone is to watch some videos, I think, on some of the basic fundamental redstone videos. I know Generic B has a good series on it. I think it's called like How to Redstone or something like that. But I'd say that's the best way. Also, following tutorials and then going through and like trying to understand which component does what is a good way to learn. And then trying things out on yourself is also a really good way to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a few of these areas complete that are all walled off and ready to be drained with some sponge. However, we have encountered a problem, and that is we are now totally out of sand. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe it myself. Despite the fact that we buried an ocean monument earlier on in the season with over 100,000 blocks of sand and then retrieved that sand, we are now out because we spent a lot of it on the Cub Hub, making all the concrete for that. We spent a lot of it on the end portal room in the episode before last, which also took up a lot of our sand. We've spent a lot on glass throughout the season, and some sand went down right here. So, yeah, we are actually totally out of sand, which means we need to go mine sand, which is something I never thought I would say again this season. But here we are. So, yeah, these are all now empty, and we have to go and get ourselves some more sand. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm off to the mining desert biome, and we're going to go ahead and get ourselves some sand. Alright, so from this time on, I'm going to go ahead and speed up the time lapse a little bit, just because if I didn't, it would take like an hour and a half to make the rest of the time lapse. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up, but I'll continue to answer a few questions. Apologies if I didn't get to all of them, but here we go. Let's answer a few more. Next question, if you had access to the Animus from Assassin's Creed, what time period would you explore? I would probably go back to when the first civilizations were founded. So I'm talking like right before ancient Babylon and ancient Mesopotamia were established. How I would want to see how people organized in the transition period between, you know, when humans were hunter-gatherers and when we started to live in agrarian societies. That's what I'd go back to. So, yeah, that's the time period. So the period right between when prehistory ended and history began, essentially. Next question, at what age do you start to like space and planets? And also what started it? Why did you want to become a YouTuber? At what age do you start to like space and planets? I started to like space and planets probably maybe 14 or 15. What started it? I guess just like reading about it. It seemed amazing. And also, you know, things like, you know, lunar eclipses and meteor showers. Like there was one particular night I remember, I think it was like 2000, I want to say 2003 or 2004, when the Perseids meteor shower, or maybe the Leonids, I don't know. One of the two, there was a particularly intense meteor shower, and I got up like in the dead of night at like 3 a.m. and it was super cold outside, like 20 degrees, and I got up and watched for the meteor shower. Like I'm thinking like it's gonna be a couple meteors, you know, we're gonna see a few shooting stars and whatnot, but I saw like the entire night sky just filled with meteors, like shooting stars going across the sky. I think I counted like 400 in like an hour and a half, which is a phenomenal rate. So that certainly helped a lot. Why did you want to become a YouTuber? I saw the impact that I was having on people's lives, the positive impact I was having on people's lives, and the interaction between myself and the viewers. And once I saw that and saw like that I could actually make a difference in people's lives, I wanted to do that more. What's the first video game you played? What's your favorite redstone device? First video game I ever played was, I think, Jet Moto on the PlayStation 1, which was an amazing game. Or it might have been Crash Bandicoot, like the original Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation 1. One of those two, I think, would probably be the first one. Or it might be, actually, I might have played a computer game on Windows 3.1 for work groups, like Missile Defense thing. Like a really, really basic, blocky point-and-click game. That might have been the very first. What's your favorite redstone device? That's a tough one. I'm going to say my Ender Pearl dispenser because it's so simple and it works so well with the torch burnout. So I'd say that. I'll go with that. So guys, we now have our sand grid down where we separated most of this water into 5x5 sections. Some sections are a little bit bigger, but we should be able to drain these with sponge no problem regardless. However, that will have to wait until another episode because I'm actually out of time for this episode. Full disclosure, I actually have recorded another episode between when we started this episode and now. And also I've had to record other videos and do other things that have required my time, as well as placed all this sand and gathered all this sand, which took a lot of time in and of itself. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the Q&A we did during this episode, and we might do one of those in the near future, another one in the near future as well. But for now, guys, that is going to be it for me today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.